Dr. Y. Sarada, Professor, Department of Mathematics, Anna University. Her area of specialization is applied probability and stochastic modeling. She has about 25 research publications in national and international journals. She has guided students for research projects. She has delivered lectures in her area of specialization in many institutions.
Welcome to the UGC lecture series on queuing and reliability. Presently, we are doing the queuing models. We just saw the finite capacity multi-server Markovian queuing model. Having defined the rates, namely the arrival rates and the departure rates for the model, we got the probability of finding n customers in the steady state for the system. We are to find the probability of no customer in the system in the steady state and the performance measures thereof. So, the finite capacity multi-server model, namely MMC, GD n infinity where C is less than n, the arrival rates lambda n were defined as lambda when n is 0 to n, capital N, and it is defined as 0 otherwise. Mu n was defined as n mu if n lies between 0 and C, and it is defined as C mu if n lies between C and capital N. So, we considered the generalized Poisson queuing model, Pn equal to lambda naught, lambda 1, lambda 2 and so on, lambda n minus 1 divided by mu 1, mu 2, mu 3 and so on to mu n into P naught. Pn was found as rho power n by n factorial into P naught when n was lying between 0 and C. In the case when n is greater than or equal to C, but less than or equal to capital N, we found Pn to be rho power n by C factorial into C power n minus C into P naught, where rho equal to lambda by mu. Presently, we are to find P naught. So, we use the normalizing condition sigma n equal to 0 to capital N into Pn of Pn equal to 1. So, this is giving us P naught equal to sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus sigma n equal to C to capital N rho power n by C factorial into C power n minus C the whole inverse. Let us see this. We have sigma n equal to 0 to infinity Pn equal to 1 in general. This is the normalizing condition. In this case, we have, so here we need to write this as n equal to 0 to capital N, because this is a finite capacity system, Pn equal to 1. But we have another hitch here, because this is a multi-server finite capacity system. So, we need to split the summation as sigma n equal to 0 to C and then C to C plus 1 to infinity. So, let us do that now. So, sigma n equal to 0 to, I will put it as C minus 1 Pn plus sigma n equal to C to infinity Pn equal to 1. But we need to plug in the expressions for Pn when n is less than C, n is greater than or equal to C. But because we have a restriction here that it is not infinity and capital N, we have to substitute the other probability of finding n customers in the system, namely Pn. So, let us do that now. So, this implies that sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial into P naught plus sigma n equal to C2 capital N rho power n by C factorial we had C power n minus C times P naught, this is equal to 1. Since P naught is common throughout, we can take it out, rewrite this as P naught times sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus sigma n equal to C2 capital N rho power n by C factorial C power n minus C equal to 1. P naught only has been taken out, but here we see that C factorial is independent of n, and one more observation, we have in the denominator C power n minus C. So, as before, like how we did it in the terms of the multi-server infinite capacity model, let us add and subtract C to n in rho power n, in the second term of this summation. This implies that P naught times sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus 1 by C factorial. When I add here rho power n minus C plus C, that power C can be taken out. So, I will rewrite this as rho power C by C factorial summation n equal to C2 capital N rho power n minus C by C power n minus C equal to 1. So, what we see here is the power is the same in both numerator and the denominator, that is n minus C. So, rewrite this as P naught times sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus rho power C by C factorial summation n equal to C2 capital N rho by C the whole power n minus C, the whole thing is equal to 1. Now, here we have to observe that sigma n equal to C2 capital N rho by C power n minus C. What are the terms like? When you put n equal to C, first term will be C minus C, rho by C power 0, which is 1, plus second term is rho by C power C plus 1 minus C, which will be rho by C, and third term will be rho by C the whole square, and so on to infinity. So, this is nothing but the geometric series 1 minus rho by C the whole power minus 1. It is not infinity in this case, because you have the upper limit is capital N. So, we rewrite this as the following. We have sigma n equal to C2 capital N rho by C power n minus C. So, this is written as, when you substitute n equal to C, it is 1 plus rho by C, because when you put n equal to C plus 1, second term is rho by C power 1, third term will be rho by C the whole square, and so on. The last term, because it is capital N here, upper limit, will have rho by C power n minus C. Now, we have to use the truncated geometric series, namely we use 1 plus x square and so on plus x power say n minus 1. This is equal to, that is the sum of first n terms in a geometric series is equal to 1 minus x power n divided by 1 minus x, where x is less than 1 for the series to converge. In this case, x is equal to rho by C for us, and little n minus 1 is equal to capital N minus C. So, accordingly, we have summation n equal to C2 capital N rho by C power n minus c is equal to 1 minus rho by c power whole power n minus c plus 1 divided by 1 minus rho by c, where x, that is rho by c, should be less than 1. The last term we have here n minus 1 is equal to capital N minus c, correct. So, this implies that 1 minus x power n, that becomes n equal to n minus c plus 1. That is how I write here, put this x equal to rho by c and little n equal to capital N minus c plus 1. So, now we have the summation sigma n equal to c to n rho by c power n minus c is equal to 1 minus rho by c power n minus c plus 1 by 1 minus rho by c. So, outside we had rho power c by c factorial. So, with this the complete value for P naught would be sigma n equal to 0 to c minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus rho power c by c factorial times 1 minus rho by c power n minus c plus 1 divided by 1 minus rho by c, the whole inverse. So, this is the expression we have for P naught for this multi-server finite capacity model. Now, substituting this, we have P naught is equal to sigma n equal to 0 to c minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus rho power c by c factorial 1 minus rho by c power n minus c plus 1 by 1 minus rho by c, the whole inverse. So, this is the case when rho by c is less than 1. But one more aspect is what happens when rho by c is not equal to 1, that is possibilities are it is less than 1, greater than 1. Because we have used the binomial series here 1 minus x the whole power minus 1 or geometric series, particularly in this case when we put x equal to rho by c should be less than 1 for convergence. But this need not be the case because we have a restriction on the capacity of the system that it is capital N. So, it is possible that rho is not less than 1, rho by c is not less than 1. So, rho by c can be greater than 1 and rho by c can be also equal to 1. When rho by c is greater than 1, we have to rewrite these terms as negative of the other. For example, in P naught the second term, this is where we used the geometric series when it is equal to 1 minus rho by c power n minus c plus 1. So, when rho by c is greater than 1, we can write this as rho by c power n minus c plus 1 minus 1, denominator also rewrite it as rho by c minus 1 in order to avoid the negative sign. At this stage, let us take a short break. Welcome back after the break. So, we were looking into this multi-server finite capacity model and we are to find the steady state probability of finding n customers in the system completely. In the process, we just computed P naught in the case when rho by c is not equal to 1. What happens if rho by c is equal to 1? But why should rho by c be equal to 1 or not equal to 1 at all? The reason we said was we are dealing with the finite capacity model, a multi-server model also, because there is a restriction on the capacity of the system. When customers arrive, finding that there are already capital N customers in the system, they leave the system. So, in this case we are losing customers. So, in such models we need not have lambda by mu to be less than 1 or rho to be less than 1. In particular, when we are dealing with a multi-server model, we said rho by C should be less than 1 even if rho is not less than 1. That was the case when we dealt with the infinite capacity multi-server model. Now, presently we are in the multi-server finite capacity model. We said rho by C need not be less than 1. So, if it is greater than 1, then we rewrite the terms in the P naught so as to avoid the negative sign. And now we are to see what happens to P naught when rho by C is equal to 1. So, when rho by C is equal to 1, we have P naught equal to sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus rho power C by C factorial into n minus C plus 1 the whole inverse, that is rho by C is equal to 1. Let us see this now. So, we had P naught equal to sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus the next factor was sigma n equal to C to capital N rho power n by C factorial C power n minus C into P naught. P naught was taken out. So, we write this whole inverse, but then we simplified this further saying sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus add and subtract C here n minus C plus C and take out that C rho power C out and C factorial. So, we are taking rho power C by C factorial into sigma n equal to C to capital N rho by C power n minus C the whole inverse. This is the case we have rho by C is equal to 1. So, which is the term which gets affected? It is this summation, second term. So, we rewrite this again, summation n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus rho power C by C factorial. Now, we have when n equal to C, rho by C is equal to 1. So, let me write these terms. Rho by C, when C is 1, it is 1. When small n equal to C plus 1, I get rho by C power 1 plus third term will be rho by C power 2 and so on. The last term is rho by C power capital N minus C, this whole inverse. But this is the case, as I said, rho by C equal to 1. Substitute that here, we get P naught equal to sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus rho power C by C factorial. Substitute 1 wherever rho by C is there, already 1 is there. So, 1 plus 1 and so on up to last term is also 1, this whole inverse. But how many times we are adding 1 here? If you look at this step here, we have rho by C per 1, 2, 3 and so on up to capital N minus C, which means that the total number of terms here are n minus C plus consider this first one. So, totally there are capital N minus C plus 1 terms. So, you are adding n minus C plus 1 times 1. So, we rewrite this as P naught equal to sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus rho power C by C factorial into n minus C plus 1 the whole inverse. So, this is the case when rho by C is equal to 1. So, this is the expression we saw earlier. So, we have when rho by C is equal to 1, P naught equal to sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus rho power C by C factorial n minus C plus 1 the whole inverse for rho by C is equal to 1. So, with this information, the probability of finding n customers in the system, namely Pn, for this multi-server finite capacity model is complete. So, we are to find the performance measures. So, we have to find LQ. LQ is sigma n equal to C2 capital N n minus C times Pn. After substituting the relevant quantities, we get LQ as the expression given here. We have two cases here as discussed before for P naught, rho by C not equal to 1 and rho by C equal to 1. So, we have rho power C plus 1 into P naught by C minus 1 factorial into C minus rho the whole square, this into 1 minus rho by C power n minus C minus n minus C times rho by C power n minus C into 1 minus rho by C. In the case when rho by C not equal to 1, when rho by C is equal to 1, P naught into rho power C into n minus C plus 1 by C factorial into 2. So, this is the expression when rho by C is equal to 1. So, let us see to derive this, but before that we had to rewrite P naught in the case when rho by C not equal to 1 and rho by C equal to 1. So, not equal to 1, it is possible rho by C is less than 1 or rho by C is greater than 1. When rho by C is less than 1, we have this expression for P naught sigma n equal to 0 to C minus 1 rho power n by n factorial plus rho power C by C factorial into 1 minus rho by C whole power n minus C plus 1 divided by 1 minus rho by C the whole inverse. If rho by C greater than 1, then I have to reverse these expressions out here which involve rho by C so as to accommodate that rho by C not equal to 1, and we will not get into the negative sign problems also in this case. So, in the case when rho by C is greater than 1, we reverse and write this expression here, namely rho by C power n minus C plus 1 minus 1 divided by rho by C minus 1. So, the expression when rho by C is equal to 1 gives the second term as rho power C by C factorial into n minus C plus 1. So, now let us look into deriving LQ for this finite capacity multi-server model. So, we have LQ equal to summation n equal to C to capital N, n minus C times Pn. If there is no restriction on the capacity of the system, you would be writing infinity in this place, upper limit, but now we have capital N, and this is the case clearly when n is greater than or equal to C. So, we use Pn equal to rho power n by C factorial C power n minus C times P naught. So, this is the case when n is greater than or equal to C. P naught accordingly we would substitute, but first let us get an expression for this summation. Substitute this expression for Pn. So, n equal to C2 capital N, n minus C times rho power n by C factorial C power n minus C times P naught. As before, add and subtract C for n in the numerator where rho is there. So, I will rewrite this as rho power n minus C plus C and take out that rho power C out. P naught is a constant, C factorial is a constant as regards the summation variable. So, this becomes rho power C by C factorial into P naught summation n equal to C2 capital N, n minus C times rho by C the whole power n minus C. So, can you see that once I remove this plus C out, I am left out with rho power n minus c in the numerator. Denominator also has n minus c in the power, so I combine those two terms. Now, what remains is you substitute or expand this summation by giving values for n. When you put n equal to c, the first term is 0, c minus c. Second term you will get only 1 from this bracket, and here rho by c power 1. So, I will have rho power c by c factorial into p naught, this whole thing into rho by c is the first term plus second term I will have c plus 2 minus c, so I get a 2. So, I will have rho by c power 2 plus 3 times rho by c the whole cube, and so on. The last term I have n minus capital N minus c times rho by c power capital N minus c. So, my attempt always would be to get the first term as 1. So, pull out that rho by c out, which is common in the previous series. So, I have 1 plus 2 into rho by c plus 3 into rho by c the whole square, and so on, plus n minus c times rho by c power I will have n minus c minus 1. This is of the form 1 plus 2x plus 3x square plus n into x power n minus 1. So, use at this stage 1 plus 2x plus 3x square and so on plus n into x power n minus 1 is equal to 1 minus x power n by 1 minus x the whole square minus n into x power n by 1 minus x. So, substitute that, we have LQ equal to rho power c by c factorial p naught rho by c times 1 minus rho by c power, your small n is nothing but capital N minus c divided by 1 minus rho by c the whole square minus, it is n minus c times rho by c power n minus c whole thing divided by 1 minus rho by c. So, this is the case when rho by c is not equal to 1, because we have p naught and p naught has already been computed. So, we have all the values, all the information known here. So, we have to substitute that in the second term and we get this expression rho by c not equal to 1. And what happens when rho by c is equal to 1? So, we will get 1 plus x, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on up to n minus c. So, this is the sum of the first natural numbers up to n minus c. So, you have to write it as n minus c into n minus c plus 1 by 2 factorial. So, we have this expression given here, p naught into rho power c n minus c into n minus c plus 1 by c factorial into 2. So, this is the case when rho by c is equal to 1. So, with this information the performance measures have been completely derived. To find the other measures, we have to use the Little's formulae. Ls equal to LQ plus lambda effective by mu, Ws equal to Ls by lambda effective, Wq equal to LQ by lambda effective. So, before concluding, what we have done is we have started with the finite capacity multi-server model. We have found the steady state probability of finding n customers in the system with the unknown p naught, and we have found the performance measure LQ of on an average finding the number of customers in the queue in the steady state, and the information is complete when we use the Little's formulae for the other performance measures. So, in the next lecture, let us look into the few examples for this model and with the exercise problems. Thank you.